It's not just the business world that has a fascination with leadership. Everything, it seems, from sporting success to the collapse of society is put down to good or bad leadership. But too many managers spend their time managing the day-to-day. Instead, they should be setting a clear direction for their organization or their team, and leaders need to create space and time to look ahead, to anticipate future challenges and future opportunities. And successful leaders focused everybody on a simple, clear objective and a narrow range of priorities. Cranfield University did a study in terms of the effectiveness of senior management teams, and they found that 90% of senior management teams knew exactly what they wanted to achieve, but only 20% executed effectively. And of course, their study was looking at the reasons why. And amongst the reasons, they found that what they described as a dysfunctional management team. We use the term team to describe a collection of senior managers, but they found very little evidence of people acting as a team. They found people acting in their own self-interest. People were inhibited to raise certain issues at senior management meetings. There was mutterings in corners. So lots of dysfunctional management teams. But the main reason that organizations failed to execute successfully because they were trying to do too much. Organizations that set 8, 10, 12 priorities. And in fact, what the study found was those organizations that set no more than 3 or 4 core priorities had a 90% chance of successful execution. So consequently, one of the key roles of the leader is to declutter the agenda. And it is as important in determining what you're going to do to decide what you're not going to do. But if you've set clear direction, are your people following? Because by definition, unless you have followers, you're not a leader. And I've been intrigued with how can you measure followership? A few years ago, I designed a very simple interview tool to measure followership, and I call this the T-test. The T-test is a series of interviews along the senior management team and down the vertical spine of the company. So in an SME, you might have sales director, operations director, managing director, finance director. And then down the vertical spine, senior manager, middle manager, team leader, right down to the receptionist. And the first 3 questions of the T-test are, first of all, what is the overall business objective? Secondly, what are the immediate priorities? And lastly, what are you personally doing to contribute to the priorities? You see, the T-test is a measure of whether people are pulling in the same direction, whether people have a sense of common purpose. And you want to ask yourself, if I was to come into your organization and ask everybody those 3 questions, first of all, could they provide answers to those questions? And would those answers be aligned and clear in terms of taking you in the same direction? So if you've set direction, have you got the people to take you to where you want to go?